I pushed the wrong button. So this is a small little snippet of the very end of video letter meta-analysis, chronic pain and neurodegeneration. And that's my mom. Great little lady. Great little lady. But when she was diagnosed at 81 with Parkinsonianism, I got the book. I read it. It says nothing about, talks all about the brain, talks all about dopamine, talks all about sentiment and what's prescribed and things like that. And this guy's from Mayo Clinic, and I know that he's been on some of those NIH webinars that are free. But I can say nothing in this book talks about proprioception, how to turn those receptors back on, how to get the emotional regulation and dopamine system going with touch. And everything Francis McClone and Håkan have done, do. Adam? Sent me that. I think I asked him for it because I couldn't get it online. I'm not an institution. Physios thrive under pressure, mechanically activated ion channels in health and disease. It's time for us to know more about it. It's not just in hearing. It's not just about vision. It's about using our somatosensory function in our touch system. We need to boost it up, train it so it doesn't go away. And I have to leave you with visuals because your visuals go into the same processing area that Francis McClone has talked about with slow touch receptors. So we gotta leave with visuals. Here we go. Kyrie and Briley and the hug that changed their world and gave kangaroo care. And thank you to Nurse Gail, who thought outside the box, listened to her emotions, and put these two babies together so they could thrive. Briley was not going to make it, and that's why Christo was there to take the photo in 19. Doesn't say 1987. Here's Lennart Nielsen taking a picture in 1947 that changed, brought so much emotion. It changed the whole procedure in Svalbard. Is that Norway? About whaling and what's going on with polar bears. This mother did not have to be shot, and this baby did not have to lose its mom. And we have a great picture that is having permission from Matthias Cabal, an octopus opening a container with a screw cap. So as here's the screw cap, and this octopus wants what's inside the jar, and so it's gonna figure it out, and all its legs wrap around it. And the interesting thing is, I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna try. Just trying something new. Shift, select multiple, shift. Let's see if I can bring two pictures up at the same time. Nice. Nope. Yeah, look, I did. I did. There's screens around it. So I listened to this book by Lisa Feldman Barrett, and she has lessons of your brain as a network. And here she says um, the octopus brain is distributed throughout the whole body. So their brain is not in their head, it's throughout their whole body. And I think that's where the fascia is. And that's why Andrew Tabor still was so adamant about working with the fascia, because that is a branch office of the brain. And we saw that with that muscle spindle cell being the perineurium was an extension of the arachnoid matter. Very cool. Um, so almost this cool. Yeah. Right, Robert? Almost that cool. So that's you at the Fascial British Symposium when Leon Chaitow is speaking about humming. Nitric oxide is stimulated by the vibration caused by humming. And I believe he said gargling too. And that might be why people with Parkinson's and singing feel better. So that vibration of the vocal cords does an awful lot for nitric oxide. And the same thing is true. Jay Alberts, when he was at the University of Iowa State University, and he was an undergrad, and now he's at Cleveland Clinic, I think. But he went on RAGBRAI, which is a bike ride across Iowa. And his partner was, in order to preserve the marriage, he said, "Hey, why don't you ride with me instead of your husband?" And she had Parkinson's. And she said, "Jay, by the end of the week, every day she felt better after her long bike ride, because it's 7 days of bike riding across Iowa." And at the end of, of the RAGBRAI, the bike ride, she wrote a check. And her penmanship and signature was so very good. All that physical exercise was changing pressure systems in her whole body, and it helped her Parkinson's, which might be why people with Parkinson's have experiences with boxing is good for them and cycling is good for them. And what Jay Alberts found out is that it's very equal to deep brain stimulation, but there's more money and research in deep brain stimulation, which is invasive, than exercise. Sometimes our priorities are all messed up, aren't they? I'm going to say Sovko. Very nice to see you guys here. Hej då. Bye bye in Swedish.